Hello everyone, I'm Tanya Kadir, Grants Program Manager for the Road Safety Trust. We're thrilled to be launching our latest small grants program. And we understand that writing grant proposals can sometimes feel a bit overwhelming, especially for some of the small organizations we partner with. That's why we've created this short video to introduce you to the work of the Trust and to offer some helpful guidance as you prepare your application. We really hope it makes the process a little clearer and more approachable. We have developed a lot of resources to support you all along the way, so please do take a look at the website. I'm going to start with a brief introduction to the Road Safety Trust. We're a registered charity that was set up in 2014, and our vision is for the UK to have zero road deaths and serious injuries. The way we contribute to this vision is by funding and promoting innovative and practical research, dissemination, and education projects that aim to make UK roads and streets safer and to protect all road users. This year we completed a strategy refresh that will guide our work in the future. As the largest independent funder of road safety in the UK, we take our responsibility to be a well-governed, agile and sustainable organisation that can be responsive to the needs of the sector seriously. We remain committed to funding high-impact projects by using intelligence to define where our funding will make a difference and then to use that funding to support research, pilots and practical interventions. All our projects are expected to contribute to strengthening evidence about what works and what doesn't. We encourage grantees to disseminate their results and share any practical tools and measures developed widely, and we support them in this approach. We will also continue to support our projects to advocate for the results of their work to be taken up. Creating impact is central to everything we do, and we've developed an impact framework based on the SAFE system approach to measure the success of our projects. Projects fit into one of the 6 pillars shown here: safer speed, safer people, safer roads, improved post-crash response, safer vehicles, and improved road safety management. The categories outside the wheel represent change mechanisms that projects demonstrate or utilize to achieve their outcomes. This slide demonstrates our reach. We're now the largest independent funder of road safety research and initiatives in the UK, with over 12 million in grants to over 130 projects and more than 75 different organisations. Traditionally, our core grant programme consists of 2 rounds a year: small grants and large grants. Small grants were developed in response to the road safety sector's need for local project funding. These grants are particularly suited to practical pilot projects and generally not restricted to a theme. Applications can be between 10,000 and 50,000 in total over a maximum project length of up to 2 years. We also offer funding for large grants of between £50,000 and £300,000. This could range from research, pilots and trials, improving, developing and expanding existing interventions, or evaluating successful trials and interventions. These grants tend to focus on a particular road safety theme, though we do offer an open round every few years. All projects, including research projects, need to have a practical focus, and all applications must include plans for monitoring and evaluation of effectiveness. So who can apply? To apply, you need to be based in the UK. Local public sector organisations, charities, community interest companies, police forces and universities are all eligible to apply. It's critical, however, that all projects should involve an element of partnership working or collaboration with other organisations who can help achieve the project's objectives. In this round, we're introducing a 2-stage application process. The purpose of this new approach is to provide prompt feedback to you, the applicants, and to provide further support to those invited to full application stage, and I'll share some key dates in a second. The main aim of the Small Grants Programme is to improve road safety through providing funding for innovative, practical-based projects. The focus is really on trialling, piloting and evaluating ways of improving road safety. But I want to stress here that this is not about reinventing the wheel. Innovation can be shown by developing new approaches, developing the way existing projects are delivered, or even evaluating existing projects and interventions. Although small grants are not themed around a particular road safety topic, we are looking for projects that link to local or national priorities and contribute to reducing deaths and injuries in the UK, either directly or through clear activities to reduce risk. They can often be very local projects which can then share their learning or tools and interventions with other practitioners across the country. The total pot of funding available for this round is £180,000. The programme opens on the 23rd of September and you can submit expressions of interest till the 29th of October. The Trust will review these to check alignment with eligibility criteria and programme priorities, and only applicants whose expressions of interest most closely fit the programme's aims will be invited to proceed. All applicants will be notified by mid-November. Shortlisted applicants will then be invited to submit a more detailed application by December 12th, and we expect to make final decisions by late January or early February. As you can see, the expression of interest is a key part of this new process, so I want to take a bit of time to help you understand our expectations. I want to emphasize that the expression of interest must be submitted online via our applicants and grantee portal, which you can access on our website. It's a simple form to capture some basic contact and project information, and then you can submit a short expression of interest that should provide a broad project overview. This is designed to help us understand the rationale for your proposal, so do make sure it's clear and concise and written in easily understandable non-specialist language. We've got a lot of flexibility in terms of what to include in this expression of interest, but some of the key topics that we would like you to cover are listed here. If your EOI aligns well with our priorities, you will be invited to submit a full application by mid-November. You will also be offered an online workshop with the grants team to further guide the development of your proposal. And if you indicated that you needed additional support to develop the proposal or with evaluating results, we will signpost you to this expertise. Please refer to the guidance on the small grants page for more information. I want to encourage you to start with defining your aims and objectives to shape your application. This is the basis for convincing the Road Safety Trust of the need, practicalities and benefits of what you're proposing. And this is often a hurdle that we see in applications that we receive. On our Small Grants website, you will find guidance and a template that we've developed to help you in expressing your aims and objectives with greater clarity. To develop a robust proposal, you should also start by thinking about how the objectives of your project align with the Trust's strategic objectives. Costs are also an important part of your bid, and we ask for a budget. At the expression of interest stage, we don't expect too much detail, but you must include key cost categories and estimates for your request. If you're invited to submit a full application, we'll ask for a full project budget and justification for the amount requested, along with a good amount of detail on things such as rates and number of days for staff time costs. I want to highlight that we do not fund 100% of project costs, so you will need to find some other sources of funding. This can be from you as the applicant or a partner on the project, and it could include in-kind contributions. The other thing to stress is that our grant funding is for project costs only and not what we refer to as core costs, which are general organizational running costs. Sometimes we receive applications which look like they're costs that underpin an organization's main activities rather than for a specific project, and these are not eligible. We only fund direct project costs for public bodies and universities, so we do not provide funding towards those additional overheads such as estate costs or central management costs that are not directly involved in managing the particular project that you're applying for. But in some cases, such as registered charities, we may be able to. So where can you find further support with your application? Before you start, I urge you to visit the Small Grants page on our website. Here you will find a host of resources that we've designed to make this an easy and seamless process for all applicants. One of the key documents you should look at is our guidance for the round. This provides critical information about our eligibility and assessment criteria, as well as information on funding amounts and project timeframes. You'll also find sample application forms for both the expression of interest stage and the final submission. Our website also contains a dedicated page on previous small grants that have received funding and a case study document that you can download. You might find it useful to see what sort of projects we've funded in the past. Now I just want to say thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it really useful. I want to wish you the best with your application on behalf of the Trust. I know we're all looking forward to reading the applications. Good luck.